Yo, what's good, my peoples? It's IllRoller16 bringing you guys the review of the Gawds Frankie Morales skates. So I want to apologize for the delay. I know this review is long overdue. As you know, the world is kind of crazy right now, but I'm happy to bring this review to you guys. This is pretty much going to cover the Gawds skates, which is under Powerslide, and I mean it'll pretty much apply the same for the USD Carbon Frees, not the Carbon, but the Carbon Frees. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the review. All right, so the first thing I want to talk about is the liners of the skates. So the liners on this skate, they are an integrated liner. It's a one piece. So you can't separate the liner from the boot. It's all one unit. The liners, they have great padding. It's a stiff padding, but it does soften up as you skate them and break them in a little bit. I really enjoyed the skates. Very, very comfortable. They have like a velvet feel on the inside. I didn't feel like there was a lack of padding or a lack of cushioning at all. The liners being one piece, it makes the whole unit, the whole skate very, very responsive. So I really enjoyed skating these. The liners are pretty much all manufactured by MyFit. So MyFit is pretty much like a competitor to Intuition or Rain liners. So top of the line aftermarket liners, and I'm assuming that's the same staff or the same R&D that they put into the Gawds Frankie Morales. So liners are super comfortable, very well made. However, I did have some issues with the tongue on the liners. The tongue on the liners caused quite a bit of discomfort around the ankle area. For these, they're stiff, and it makes for the tongue to cause some friction as I'm skating. That forward flex rubs against my ankles where the stitching meets. I'll see if I can put some clips or some pictures of what I'm talking about, but it caused discomfort on both of my ankles. As a solution for this issue, what I did is I got some of these to kind of give an extra layer of padding. These are like some compression socks. So I put these on top of my socks, and I wear high top socks. I don't skate these with low top socks. But that kind of solved the issue, but it is an extra step. You know, it does provide a little bit of extra ankle protection, but still it's something you shouldn't have to do. Also, let me touch on shock absorption. So the insoles come with a shock absorber in it, and it might even have an extra shock absorber in there. Excellent, no issues at all with the arches of my feet. Great shock absorption for whatever jumps you want to do. Super solid. Also, no ventilation. Also, for the lack of ventilation, there's no vents or anywhere on the liners. For the sizing of the skates, as you could see, I got these in a 7.5 in size 9 US shoe size is what I wear. But I was able to, I took the measurements, I was able to fit into a 7.5 comfortably, no issues, no toe pains, no nothing. I don't have a particularly wide foot. I kind of have a narrow foot, but it worked just fine. So pretty much I was able to downsize 1.5 sizes to fit in these skates. So again, I wear a size 9 US shoe, and I got these in a 7.5. So if that helps you, you can kind of use that you're able to at least downsize. If you don't have a wide foot, you should be able to downsize 1 size. The laces that come with the liners or the boot, they're like just the right amount of length if you want to tie the top. I wish the laces were a little bit longer so I can get a little more leverage on tightening the skates. But overall, I'm gonna go ahead and give the liner, even though I had some discomfort with the tongue, the compression socks or an extra layer of clothing helped. So I'm gonna go ahead and give the liners an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 for the liners. The boot on the Gawds is pretty iconic. It's based off of a Jordan shoe, as all Frankie Morales skates have been in the past. It's a great looking skate. Again, that's subjective. I find the styling to be excellent. It's a very attractive skate. It is a little loud, so if you want something a little more low key, this may not be the skate for you. But it's pretty much, the boot has great flex, great response. The same skeleton as a USD Carbon Free. So no carbon fiber. That also means that these are not heat moldable, so you can't heat mold the Gawds skates. But very responsive, very lightweight. These weighed in at 59 ounces. My Rossi's M12 that are also considered lightweight weighed in at 62 ounces. So again, I highly recommend you know, trying these skates out. I would consider it a soft boot. That's really what intrigued me about these skates, is that they're gonna be, well, they are my first soft boot skates. And I really enjoyed skating them. I'm gonna give the boot a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 for the boot. Very attractive styling, very high quality built, very good materials, craftsmanship. Again, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. Very satisfied with the boot. Next, I want to go ahead and talk about the sole plates and frames on these skates. So the sole plates are made out of UHMW plastic, so a very hard, very fast sliding plastic, combined with the Kaiser Fluid 4s, made for an excellent pair. Very durable, very fast sliding, huge sole space. If you guys take a look at this, I mean, great sole space, great negative space if you're really good at negatives. Great backslide plate. I was able to get a groove by, you know, grinding a couple concrete ledges. This is my natural Royale foot, so everything lines up pretty good. Great for Royales, which is pretty much like my go-to trick. Good for Farfignugens, good for torques and backslides, and pretty much anything that's going to use your backslide plate. Overall, I'm going to go ahead and give the sole plates and frames solid lock, fast sliding, durable, great performance, no complaints at all. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 on the sole plates and frames. The next thing I want to talk about is the wheels and bearings on the skates. So when I got these skates, I got these from Roller Warehouse. They came with free wheels and bearings, and it was a sale that they had for the holiday season. There were some generic USD wheels, which are all right, but they did come with the Wicked bearings. So the Wicked bearings are excellent, very fast. The wheels that come on the skates, if you were to buy them complete, they come with Gawds Frankie Morales reels. I went ahead and replaced them with the ground control 60 millimeters. And these have been excellent. I think the red really looks nice with the setup. Or you could do the black, but looks really good. These perform really good. These were a bullet profile. I got to go ahead and start rotating these, but these were excellent. And I've heard that the Gawds are an even better urethane. I don't have Gawds wheels, but based on these ground controls, and if Gawds is a step above, I'm gonna go ahead and give these a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 for the wheels and bearings, if you do the Gawds wheels and if you do the Wicked bearings. I want to talk about the hardware on the Gawds skates. So I did have some issues with the hardware, so I'm going to go ahead and elaborate on that. That's actually why this review is coming out later than expected. I bought these skates for Christmas, but I had to do a warranty exchange because one of the UFS bolts, the female threads, were stripped. And rather than risk having issues in the future, I called Roller Warehouse, and they did a warranty exchange from Gawds. I'm in Florida, so I had to ship them back, no charge of course, to Roller Warehouse, and then they sent me the replacement pair. That whole situation took about 3 weeks to a month, so I didn't start skating these till the end of January, beginning of February. The cuff bolts, I mean, just standard with any skate that has cuff bolts, you have to tighten them. So, you know, every session I have to tighten these. The remainder of the hardware, there's really not other hardware on here. The buckle is solid. It is a little finicky. It has to go within these grooves here. If it's outside of that groove, it won't tighten right. But The buckle is good. The 45-degree strap is nice, so it's still sturdy. Axles, everything's good on the Kaiser. I mean, Kaiser's a well-known frame, so the axles are excellent. But yeah, the only thing that annoyed me personally was the cuff bolts, having to tighten these. They're even starting to strip a little bit, as you could see. And I'm using the tool that came with it, so that's the only thing that is kind of getting on my nerves a little bit. But overall, for the hardware, I'm gonna knock a couple points for having to do a warranty exchange. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10 on the hardware. So overall, I'm gonna give the skate a 8 out of 10. This is a top of the line skate. Excellent styling, excellent materials, excellent craftsmanship, just some minor quirks here and there. But this is definitely, you know, a top of the line skate. Definitely in the top upper tier echelon of skates. And I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 8 out of 10. All right, my peoples, that's pretty much it for the Gawds Frankie Morales review. You can still find these skates in stores. They still got the Frankie Moraleses out, but the main one they're pushing right now is the Michael Prados, which are the same style, but they have USD 7 soles and they're navy blue and white. You can find those, just off the top of my head, at Roller Warehouse. You can find these at thoroughshop.com. There's Carrier Skate Shop, Oak City, Intuition Skate, and tons of other skate shops out there that are selling the Gawds. So make sure you try them out if you want to try the soft boot skate. I really appreciate you guys watching this video. That's pretty much it for this review. I hope I covered everything. If you have any questions or concerns, let me know in the comment section. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. This is your boy O Roller 16 checking out. Until the next time, salute.